Hey friends, welcome back to Hi Day Psych. Have you ever noticed that sometimes people slowly pull away from you and you don't really know why? Or maybe you felt conversations get tense, awkward, or strangely distant, even when you didn't mean for them to. The truth is, it often comes down to one thing: communication style. And here's the surprising part. Every single one of us can be a little toxic in how we talk. Not because we're bad people, but because we fall into habits we don't even notice. So today I want to guide you through a self-reflection quiz. Think of it like holding up a mirror gently without blame or shame. This isn't about labeling you as good or bad. It's about spotting those hidden patterns that quietly push people away and learning how to build safer, more fulfilling connections. Before we start, let me say this clearly: this quiz is not a diagnosis. It's based on real psychological insights, but your upbringing, family culture, and personal history all shape how you communicate. So take what feels true for you and leave the rest. Nobody's watching over your shoulder. This is just for you and for the people you care about. Okay, here's how it works. I'll give you 10 everyday situations and 5 possible responses. Keep track of whether you choose mostly A, B, C, D, or E. At the end, we'll see which letter you pick the most, and that'll reveal your main communication style right now. Ready? Let's begin. Question 1. When someone vents to you, how do you respond? A. I jump straight to advice and solutions. B. I share my own similar story to relate. C. I say, it's not a big deal. Don't overthink it. D. I listen patiently and reflect back what they feel. Or E. Depends. Sometimes I do a mix of these. Question 2. When you get blamed for something, what's your instinct? A. Relax. I was joking. B. I quickly defend myself, explaining my side. C. I apologize just to end the talk, but avoid them later. D. I pause, acknowledge their feelings, and then discuss calmly. Or E. Sometimes I get defensive, sometimes I just avoid. Question 3. When you're upset with someone, what happens? A. I avoid it completely. Conflict stresses me out. B. I hint at it or drop passive-aggressive comments. C. I keep it in until I explode one day. D. I express it directly but kindly. Or E. I switch between bottling it up and blowing up. Question 4. When a friend asks for an unreasonable favor, A. I say yes immediately but secretly resent it. B. I say no, but harshly or sarcastically. C. I avoid answering and hope they forget. D. I set a clear but kind boundary. Or E. Sometimes I give in, sometimes I snap. Question 5. When someone cries or gets emotional. Come on, it's not that serious. B. I change the subject. C. I giggle nervously or say they're overreacting. D. I validate them and ask how I can help. Or E. Depends. Sometimes I comfort them, sometimes I brush it off. Question 6. When a friend shares good news, A. I one-up them with my own success. B. I just say cool and move on. C. I say something supportive but check my phone. D. I hype them up and ask questions. Or E. Sometimes I celebrate, other times I zone out. Question 7. When a friend says I'm so stressed, A. You think that's bad. Listen to my week. B. Yeah, I get that. I've been there. C. Stop overthinking, you'll be fine. D. That sounds tough. Want to talk about it? Or E. Depends who it is. Question 8. During conversations. I usually a half listen while scrolling my phone. B. Nod along but zone out. C. Interrupt a lot. D. Stay focused and ask follow-up questions. Or E. All of the above, depending on mood. Question 9. When someone opens up about something deep. A. I make a joke to lighten the mood. B. I nod, but quickly change the subject. C. I share my own story instead of fully listening. D. I let them talk and ask gentle questions. Or E. Sometimes I'm supportive, sometimes I deflect. Question 10. Emotional honesty feels weak. I'd rather look tough. Be risky. I open up only with a few safe people. C. Uncomfortable. I dodge it when I can. D. Necessary. It builds real connection. Or E. Sometimes I'm open, sometimes I shut down. Now count up your answers. Which letter did you pick the most? Here's what it means. If you got mostly A's, you're the defensive communicator. You care deeply about people, but when tension shows up, you instinctively protect yourself with jokes, corrections, or dismissing. The Gottman Institute found defensiveness is one of the top predictors of conflict. But here's the truth beneath it is fear. Fear of being wrong or fear of rejection. That doesn't make you cold-hearted. It makes you human. Try this next time. Pause and ask, do they want advice or do they just want to feel understood? That one question can melt walls you didn't know you were building. If you got mostly B's, you're the avoidant communicator. You value peace so much that you'd rather swallow your needs than risk rocking the boat. Maybe you grew up in a family where emotions were swept under the rug. It keeps things calm, but it can make others feel you're distant or hard to read. Try this. Share just one small truth you've been holding back with someone safe. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I'm fully honest? That awareness can guide you toward braver, healthier connections. If you got mostly C's, you're the dismissive communicator. You're quick-witted and logical, often using humor to deflect emotions. That's not because you don't care, it's because messy feelings feel uncomfortable. But humans need presence, not just logic. Try this. Sit with someone's emotions for just 60 seconds longer than feels normal. Ask, how does this feel for you right now? That presence builds a bond deeper than any quick fix. If you got mostly D's, you're the emotionally safe communicator. You make people feel like it's safe to be real. You listen, you reflect, and you offer emotional safety, the glue that builds trust and intimacy. It doesn't mean you're perfect. It means you choose to show up fully. Try this. Protect this gift by protecting your energy. Boundaries and empathy together are your quiet superpower. And if you got mostly E's, you're the mixed communicator. You're a little of everything, sometimes attentive, sometimes avoidant, sometimes blunt. That's not a weakness. It shows awareness. Most of us live here shifting under stress. But you have the chance to grow more consistent. Try this. Notice which situations bring out your best self in communication. Then lean into those conditions more often. And there you have it. The fact that you even took this quiz means you care about your words and your impact, and that's worth celebrating. Remember, none of us get it right all the time. We interrupt, we shut down, we misread each other, but every moment of awareness is a chance to repair and reconnect. So tell me in the comments, which style did you discover in yourself? Were you surprised? And what small change are you willing to try next time? If you found this helpful, give this video a like, subscribe to Hi Day Psych, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next quiz. Together, we'll keep learning, keep healing, and keep growing. Stay kind, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.